sets up with the Darkseer.
Yeah, and they can't afford doing the long extended fights either because of all the heal coming out from Fnatic already, so they do need to keep on his tail. 3-4-3 went for the Shadow Wave to start with, no poison touch control. So he'll back out the bottom lane.
I think that is why they opted to put the Juggernaut mid, just because that hero's ungankable. Like, Liquid don't even think about that lane anymore.
DJ?
Yeah, and it's not only the fact that they have the Juggernaut mid, it's also that he's against an Alchemist.
This is like first blood right now. The kick's gonna come through. Fata gonna body block him. Kuro actually started all of this up by starting his body blockers. Invisible Force, MidOne looking for some revenge. Into the spin, Kuro trying to...
We see MATUMBAMAN is already doubling him.
I think what he's trying to do is help out the Dazzle, because Dazzle isn't the best hero at zoning. He's got level 1 Shadow Wave, can't really do anything with that, so...
Fata to return.
I think the correct move right now for Liquid is to try to assault this bottom lane.
Oh,
and
they're going
exactly what they're going to do.
Boulder forward, over towards Mushi. The smoke screen is up. Mushi's shield's going to protect him for a while, but he can't TP him, MATUMBAMAN. Well, there goes your crit.
Both teams have a really hard time killing heroes through pickups in this game.
Maybe they can
Top lane. Yeah, Ohaiyo going to get the crush. He may not even need a TP. When he gets the early bash, plus having the amplification, they find the kill. Alright, the spin. Really low. Gets himself out of harm's way. MidOne will get away, and now with the extra health, MATUMBAMAN comes in, slowing down MidOne. He's trying to retreat. The Magic Wand charges. Are they going to be enough? He gets back up the tower, up the high ground. The strike doesn't do a crit, so they've got enough of damage to find the kill. MATUMBAMAN, they're getting crushed up by Ohaiyo. MidOne, he's going to Omni Slash. They double hits onto MATUMBAMAN. Only one inside the creep wave, and that's going to be enough to kill off the P.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you play against a team like Liquid that has consistently beat you.
DJ, a little bit of trouble. Smoke's going to come in. TP support's on the way. So the form of Medusa, Kuro, amplified and crushed up, so the Rikimaru will drop. It actually isolates MidOne on the top.
Radiance, the Darkseer shells, and the PA with Battle Fury, and just push the waves. And that's gonna be troublesome for Fnatic.
Fnatic, they're gonna come into a fight right now, catching out JerAx. They failed initiation over on Ohaiyo, which leaves JerAx completely stranded. Kuro was being that walking...
Manta, after he finishes Snake Camp.
What do you do in a position like this when
Yep. They end up catching out the Darkseer. They were just waiting for that for such a long time, even though...
I think this is where Liquid have opened up the map. They know that Fnatic are going to split up, take a little bit of farm because they can sense that they're getting behind. But again, no clean initiation for them.
Oh, Tusker, however, Alchemist is going to find a kill up on him, up on top lane, but it was the river where they started the fight. Ohaiyo jumps in with that fresh gem over on the Slaughter. They're able to see the Rikimaru. The 3-4-3 defensively has to actually put up that shallow grave. Omni Slash trying to kill off Mind Control, taking Ricky with him, not going to be possible. MATUMBAMAN caught inside the trees, but in comes Fata. Concoction's done over at Ohaiyo. They hold him in position, and Ohio's going to go down. The gem is lost. Mushi couldn't pick it up in time. In fact, it got stolen. And now it's a triple kill for Fata. The Alchemist is on a rampage. The kick will come through. It'll connect over on Mushi. He's losing his life. He's losing his mana. He's lost everything. An ultra kill for Fata. And the lineup.
That is pretty devastating for Fnatic's lineup, because I don't think Fnatic thought they were going to lose a fight like that throughout this game.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was attributed to this ward that's about to expire in 20 seconds.
You pointed out, by the way, PyCat, they're committing so much to Ohaiyo. They're making sure that if they're going to go on any hero, it's going to be the Slardar. To just try to pick them off, make it difficult for Fnatic to lock down.
On the jump, the blink crush over on MATUMBAMAN. Omni Slash trying to kill off Fata. Is it going to be possible to defuse the blade? He jumps up, they find the kill. Mushi turning on the Stone Gaze. He's at least able to lock in Mind Control, as well as JerAx, allowing the crush on MATUMBAMAN with a 3-man isolation to the left. He almost does enough damage to find the kill. Thanks to the one charge, 3-4-3 will survive, but the Aegis Immortal triggers and MATUMBAMAN is back to life, looking for some revenge. Over to MidOne, finds the crit, thanks to the smoke screen. MidOne can't just run himself away from this one, or can he? MATUMBAMAN keeping up with the fight. Mushi, he's still standing as well with 11 one charges up his sleeve. He'll need trigger these, or maybe he just TP's out in time. Yes, he will get out. Scrappy fights.
Time you had the PA going in on the north side, and so it just made things really wonky, and Liquid were never really able to take a proper fight.
Kuro just walks underneath an Obs and a Sentry ward. It's going to reveal the fact he tried to get an aggressive Obs ward down.
Any sort of damage.
Oh, bottom lane, MATUMBAMAN making the most out of that Abyssal Blade. MidOne was still able to get the spin off beforehand. Then Ohaiyo for the double crush. They turn on the Stone Gaze. Team Liquid, they're in a little bit too deep. The boulder away from JerAx does get off, and Fata's ready to turn with a back into a 2-man stun. Not going to work. In fact, this time with the Lincoln Sphere, they'll break it off. They have to wait a little bit longer as the chase begins. The snowball is going up after MATUMBAMAN. The stumble happening. Wants to actually Phantom Strike himself away. And now maybe they have enough damage with the Omni Slash. No, MATUMBAMAN, he's away at 100 HP. Fata's going to stay up here. Ohaiyo being kicked as well. He couldn't get the up. The smoke screen's out. The perfect time. They've lost the Slaughter. MidOne, the Shadow Grave's the only thing keeping him alive for the moment. Now the Magnetize, the kick flies forward. He's still up. He'll survive. JerAx, however, no. He will not let him escape. The blink forward with the stone pulled back. It's Liquid entering the base of Fnatic, finding kills. It looked like they might have been in a little bit of trouble, but a perfect turn from Liquid.
Yeah, and you heard Pycat say you need this Alchemist to survive throughout the fight. You want him to survive for as long as possible to just be annoying.
This don't take, but you see Liquid's wards. There's one in their base. They have this ward, other wards in the jungle. They know bottom lane is not being pushed.
Kuro?
They see mid.
Yeah, Kuro's in a little bit of trouble. The shards are going to fly in, but
Kuro just ran to them anyways.
I don't think he...
More, just because they can afford to play greedy. They can afford a front line.
But Fnatic have the choice. Like, do you keep pushing? Like, you're going for this... It's not like the push they had previously. The tier 2 for tier 2 tower trade. JerAx getting caught out. There's no boulder forward. In fact, he'll try and force up himself over the pit. But it's not going to happen, so... Enough.
You think if they can't win the fight with that, then it's pretty much the Juice's not going to do anything?
That's the Aegis all now in the hands of the PA, so...
Have the buyback available on the Alchemist now too, so as soon as any of the cooldowns go down, he's just going to go for the buyback and...
Fnatic, they jump him, they'll see Kuro, they want him dead quickly, the 4-star up, Kuroky will survive, jumping into that ultimate, MidOne starts to spin off, they know he can't get away from this one, especially when they put down the extra sentry ward. And Team Liquid help, MATUMBAMAN getting crushed up. Ohaiyo is actually going to trigger the BKB so he can find underneath the cloud. The stuns were flying for MATUMBAMAN. Now actually have to turn around as Fata. Concoction stuns up. Again, the crush is there from Ohaiyo.
A lot of cooldowns.
And they turn on the Stone Gaze. Fata, 4-star forward. They're actually going to go with the Omni Slash. Fata is dropping quickly. He needs to bail out here. A 3-man crush. A follow-up into the Snowball. With a spin from MidOne, they create a little bit more space. But MATUMBAMAN back in again. Turns on the Abyssal Blade. They want that kill on the Juggernaut. They're only going to get one, however, over on DJ. But maybe with the jump forward, with that crit, MidOne, can he survive? No, he cannot. The damage is there from the PA, and they want more. 3-4-3. The stuns are not available, however, so that TP out will be successful. Trying to kill off Liquid.
Yeah, there's going to be no buyback available on that Juggernaut now, and Liquid, they just re-engage, and once again, MATUMBAMAN goes in, he's got that Aegis.
He's actually, Mushi's having a lot of luck too with the Monkey King Bar Stars coming in. Ohaiyo's going to get stunned up by the Concoction. The Alchemist Illusions were just burning down the Dazzle. And how does Mushi even try and defend this? Mystic Snake your heart out.
Fnatic just don't have enough damage to deal with these Liquid heroes right now. They invested so much into trying to kill Fata, and then he just regens up with his ult. They can kind of try to go on the PA, but he has the Aegis. And this is where I feel like if the Juggernaut, I don't think he would have actually been able to afford the full MKB. But he needs something like it. They need to be able to burst that one hero down with this Blink Crush and Amp.
God, that jump! 3 hits! MATUMBAMAN slaughtering. They're gonna go for more as well. DJ trying to dodge a little bit with his snowball.
Look at them just ignore Mushi. Like, they don't care that he's full health, full mana. They just ignore him. They're going for this tower right under the gaze of the Medusa. It doesn't really seem like they mind him at all, even with the MKB.
They can jump him when he comes out this far. Gonna try and mana style himself away. Needs more health, however. MATUMBAMAN is dropping that low. DJ gonna snowball forward. Picks everyone up. MidOne's in the middle of this fight as well. Mushi inflicts as much damage as possible. He'll have to instantly buy back if they want to defend this bottom lane. Because right now, Liquid have taken way too much of Fnatic. They've already taken their mid ranks. They're working on the bot ranks. There's Mushi back to life, but all he's got is the Dazzle. And the Dazzle is just not enough.
And we see right there the issue with the Medusa's item build. I think Pycat was 100% correct here. You saw the Medusa try to 1v5. She was hitting non-stop. She was ignored the entire...
Yeah, this is Manta style. You pop this Manta, and then you have these 2 illusions that die in a split second. They deal no damage.
At least you can get pickups like this. JerAx gonna get crushed up by Ohaiyo. The back into stun again. Mushi has to wait a little bit longer. Ohaiyo wants to go for more. He'll get the crush on MATUMBAMAN. There's no Aegis Immortal at least, and MATUMBAMAN doesn't have that anymore. But at the same time, they just don't care. The snowball's coming forward. Fata's got Concoction. He'll actually self-stun, and MATUMBAMAN's going to go down. You've still got the range direct alive here. If Fata can finish this, Liquid will have Megas. So this entire push and everything they lose will still make it worth it. The Fnatic needs something. They need some kind of exit kills to come here. And with the fact Mind Control wants to sacrifice himself on the front lines to allow Fata to escape. Fnatic know they need to have more. The amplification is still over on the outcome.
10k gold almost into these 2 items, Lincoln's and Manta. And also now he got the MKB, but he still wants to run.
Oh, 3-4-3. This is not the dream for him. The silence as well from the smoke screen. He's trying to get out of range so he can get the Shallow Grave up, but it just won't be enough. The Dark Tier back wall also causing severe problems with Chris from MATUMBAMAN. Team Liquid, they've destroyed this Fnatic base. They'll go one by one. You can buy back as many people as you want to, but it will not stop the rampage. Liquid are all over it. Omni Slash up. They got enough blinds they can even tank through the entire Omni Slash of MidOne, and there it is. GG. Team Liquid will take game 1 of this best of 3 against Fnatic.
Before the panel said that they thought the Fnatic's draft was better, we almost unanimously agreed while we were watching that, and yet Liquid, that was a dominating performance.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Liquid played way better than Fnatic did in this game. I felt like Fnatic, they played a bit too passive, and also they grouped up way too much. I don't think that they can afford to do that. Also the Tusk, I felt not so much impact from this hero this game.
Yeah, but was there any other way to force it? Like, do we go back to that point when it was the tier 2 tower for tier 2 tower trade? PA by yourself up on top, and all of